hate when people try to make me be a monster or something.
He was convicted of a 20-year-old sex crime, and tonight he's speaking only with the problem solvers. On Fox 31 News at 9, you heard from Brad Pittman, the man whose parental rights were terminated 2 decades ago for a sex crime he did not commit.
Yeah, Pittman wasn't fully exonerated until another man, Joel Market, was arrested and convicted last year. Investigative reporter Rob Low spoke to Market in a jailhouse interview in a story you'll only see here on Fox 31.
In January, Joel Market was sentenced to 24 years for breaking into a random apartment and sexually assaulting a 4-year-old girl in 1996. But just because he's now been convicted doesn't mean Market is ready to take responsibility for what the victim's father has lived with for 20 years. Upon learning he would serve 24 years, Joel Market couldn't hold back the tears. Even at sentencing, he still insisted he was innocent. We weren't allowed to use our microphone, but we can tell you what Brad Pittman, a truly innocent man, wanted the judge to hear.
For the last 20 years, I've had to live with the fact that people possibly thought I was the monster he is.
Brad Pittman was never arrested for the sex assault against his then 4-year-old daughter, but he was severely and unfairly punished.
I've missed 20 years with my kids, and I don't know if they'll ever contact me. Because, you know, they've been told for 20 years that I was this horrible monster, and I'm not.
Brad Pittman's parental rights were terminated 20 years ago after social workers concluded he broke into his ex-wife's apartment in the middle of the night and sexually assaulted the couple's little girl in June of 1996.
She was just like my daddy, but it wasn't my daddy.
The little girl told detectives the suspect's size and age were similar to her father. 20 years later, cold case detectives matched a fingerprint from a kitchen window to a 1998 Texas burglary committed by Joel Market.
His fingerprints were the only one on this window, so they could have ruled me out 20 years ago.
Which brought the problem solvers to a small jail in West Cliff, Colorado, to see if Joel Market now accepted responsibility.
What I'm saying is, I didn't do it. Somebody did it, but it wasn't me.
What would you say to Brad Pittman today?
I feel his pain, but the right person needs to be brought to justice, not me.
How would your fingerprint get on that frame?
When I check for an apartment for my family, I check everything. I go through windows, I go through doors, I go through this, I go through that.
Market says the apartment must have been a place he had previously checked out to rent. In 1996, Market was stationed a short walk away at Fort Carson Army Base. That same year, in the same neighborhood, police released a composite sketch of a black male, wanted for 5 similar break-ins, some with sex assaults.
None of which can be prosecuted now because they didn't involve children. The statute of limitations have run out. Detectives tell me they suspect that you committed those other crimes in 1996 in that same neighborhood.
Okay.
Did you?
No. I hate when people try to make me be a monster or something. I'm a caring person who cares for pretty much everybody.
Joel, do you understand that seems very odd and suspicious?
Why does that seem odd? That I check out apartments? Why don't you go when you go look for a place for your family? Don't you go and make sure that it's the best place possible for them?
No, I don't go around the back and put my fingerprints on a frame.
Okay, I want to end this interview right now.
There would be no confession from Joel Market, no additional proof for Brad Pittman to show his daughter that all this time another man committed the crime.
You have stuck kids without their father for 20 years, and I don't know if they will ever contact me. I don't know.
Besides his 4-year-old daughter, Brad Pittman had a son that was just 6 months old at the time of the crime. Both changed their last name after their parents' divorce became final and haven't spoken to their dad in 20-plus years. Even though we know they're aware, Brad Pittman has been exonerated. Rob Low, Fox 31.